TVC News senior correspondent Femi Akande joins us now to discuss more on this. Femi, last week it was perhaps a hard pill to swallow when the National Economic Council mentioned that this year alone, Nigeria might just lose up to $2.7 billion as a result of all revenue. Now, Shell Nigeria is in the eye of the storm, but they have said through their media manager that the allegations are untrue. Help us understand what's going on.
Abosede, these are weighty allegations leveled against the oil giant Shell Nigeria. And you know, it's not the first controversy Shell will be enmeshed in. You know, they have been in operations in Nigeria for more than 50 years. And just less than a week ago, they reached an amicable agreement with Belema Oil and Akoko Toru local government. You know, this oil-producing community had advocated for Shell Nigeria to be evicted from their community and be sidelined from oil exploration activity before the NNPC, Nigeria's oil-producing company, intervened and resolved the matter amicably. But Shell is coming out to say that they are in business with the Nigerian government, the federal government, and the federal government owns 55% of shares in the whole joint venture, and it's going to be very difficult for them to engage in such unethical, they call it unethical activity. The regulator, that is the NNPC, the PPRA, are also at the terminals where this civil society group is accusing Shell of allowing oil thefts and other sabotage of economic activity. But they say the regulators are also at this point, and that it's all these allegations are untrue and without basis.
So have we heard anything now from the government about direct steps that will be taken to ensure that if indeed these allegations are true from their end, that they're able to get justice served in this matter?
Well, Abosede, I'll tell you that the government, the federal government, is concerned about the loss of oil revenue at the National Economic Council. After the National Economic Council, when governors came out to brief the press, the Edo State governor specifically stated the concern of the council on loss of oil revenue. But he is saying that there's going to be a special court that will be set up to prosecute people suspected to be involved in oil bunkering, vandalization of oil pipelines, and also theft of crude oil or under remittance of revenues accruing from the sale of crude oil. You know, all of these are being put in place by the federal government because they know that the revenues accruing from crude oil will go a long way in helping fund the national budget, because Nigeria is over-reliant on revenues from crude oil. So the federal government is as well concerned about this loss of crude oil revenue.
All right, Femi Akande, our senior correspondent, joined us from Abuja.